If you're like most people, you probably suffer from some amount of low back pain, maybe even some hip pain. And so today I'm going to tell you about how to relieve some of that pain and tension by using some Thai massage techniques. So I'm going to demonstrate some of these techniques, and you can follow along if you have a partner. And if not, then go ahead and favorite this video so you can come back and watch it and practice with your friend. So to begin, we're just going to start with some gentle rocking. So place my hand on her sacrum, which is just below the lumbar curve. And I'll place my other hand on her thoracic spine, which is just behind the rib cage. And from here, we'll just begin rocking the body back and forth. And this just creates some relaxation and some movement in the low back and all the way up the spine. You can move your hands closer together to really focus this rocking into the low back region. And you'll really start to feel the muscles soften and loosen after a little bit of rocking. When you're ready to stop, you can just gently and slowly start to reduce the movement until you come to a place of stillness. So we're going to start working on the quadratus lumborum, which is one of the muscles in the low back that often gets very tight when you spend a lot of time sitting at a desk or driving in a car or just sitting in general. So this muscle is located between the hip bone of the pelvis and the lowest ribs on the rib cage. So right in this region is where you have the quadratus lumborum, which is also referred to as the QL for short. So we're going to go in with the forearm, not the tip of the elbow, but just the forearm, and start to place some pressure on the QL. For people who have really tight muscles here, you can start to use the elbow a little bit more so you can get more pointed pressure. But it's just important that you check in with your partner to make sure that you're not using too much pressure or hurting them. Sometimes these muscles can be sensitive and you can really apply a lot of pressure with the forearm. You can also use the soft part of your knuckles, the flat part of your fist, and just do some simple rocking, kind of walking the hands back and forth here. Kneading the muscles and allowing for more circulation and blood flow. And here I'll switch to the other side, being sure to work both sides equally. So again, we're going in with the forearm, the broad part of the forearm, in between the hip bone on the pelvis and the ribs. to get into that tight quadratus lumborum. And again, for those people that have more tension in this region, you can use a little bit more pressure from the elbow. And then we'll begin using the flat part of the fist to just knead the muscles, improving circulation, flushing out toxins and lactic acid out of the muscles. And at this point, I'll have my partner go ahead and turn over onto her back. Okay, you flip now.
I'm in dreamland.
Oh yeah. So once your partner is comfortably lying on their back, we're going to do a spinal twist, which helps to get into the hips and into the low back. So bringing your hand underneath the knee, you're going to start to lift their leg up towards their shoulder. Grabbing onto their knee for support, just going to start to press the knee across to the opposite side of the body. It's important that their shoulder stays grounded onto the mat, so you can use a hand to hold their shoulder down while you press the knee across the body. Once they're in a twist, you can move your hand to the back of the hip, and this allows for a deeper stretch through the low back. It's important to encourage your partner to maintain deep, relaxed breathing during this stretch. Sometimes it can be tight and tense, and we might feel inclined to hold the breath or restrict the breathing, but that actually creates more tension in the body. So if you notice that your partner is not breathing, just remind them to take some slow, deep breaths. Now to release this stretch, just going to gently guide their hip back onto the floor. And then you can help them to bring the leg back to the mat. Gently rocking the leg in the hip socket just allows this pelvis to restabilize itself and for the body to just come into more alignment on its own. And now you're ready to move to the other side. So again, you're bringing the hand underneath the knee to lift the knee up towards the shoulder. From here, you guide the knee across to the opposite side of the body and stabilize the shoulder into the floor. Once your partner has reached the maximum twist, you can bring your hand onto the hip to deepen the stretch. Again, you're checking in with your partner to make sure that they're breathing well. And to release, gently guide the hip back down to the floor. You can use your hands to guide the leg back to the mat. And gently rocking the leg in the hip socket to help the pelvis stabilize itself and return to a natural alignment. So these are just a few simple stretches and massage moves that you can use to help relieve excess tension in the low back. Leave me a comment if you found this video to be useful, and don't forget to like it and favorite it so you can come back easily and practice with a friend as often as you like. Subscribe to our Psyche Truth channel so you can see more videos from me and other videos that may be useful for you. And to learn more about me and my practice, you can visit my website, jenhillman.therapeutictouch.com. Thanks so much for stopping in, and practice on your friends and share the good news.